Hello, and welcome to episode 56. This is the Hello, It's Me, IAmKNicole podcast, and I am your host, Nicole. We are going to jump right into today's episode. Today, we are going to be talking about how to start a crochet business. It's almost the end of the year, and I feel like when the end of the year starts getting closer, everyone starts to think about, oh my God, what do I want to do for the new year? What are my New Year's resolutions? What are the things that I want to accomplish by the end of this year? These are all the things that we start to wonder and notate and just really think in depth about at the end of the year. So I thought this would be the perfect time to film this episode. Listen, we're going to jump right in. I am on TikTok live, so I got my squad in the building. To my squad, hey, what's poppin'? We're on Crochet by K TikTok live. Hi, Tinky. If y'all are new here, click that follow button, join the squad. If y'all have questions at any time throughout this show, just ask, because I'm going to be answering questions from my squad. That's what I do. And then, this episode will be up next week. So I'll let y'all know when the final episode is there. Tinky says this is such a coincidence because I was trying to figure out how to get my business off the ground. Well, we're going to get into some things. I actually have my iPad here because anytime I want to talk about stuff like this, I do like the whole outline and I try to think about it in depth. And I know like the things that I want to talk about will come to me as I'm speaking, but I do have some talking points as well. Not literally was about to cry earlier. No need. Let's not cry. Let's just enjoy the time. Y'all, I got my wine here. Look, y'all know me in the pod. We got our wine in the building. Cheers to that. And like I said, if y'all have questions, send them. If you're new here, join the squad. Click that follow button. Kim Possible is excited about her beanies. Y'all are the best. Let me go ahead and get into how to start a crochet business. Okay. I just did like the basic step by step because I feel like a lot of people don't even know like where to start. Let's talk about it from the very beginning. Let's talk about it from just the idea in your mind, right? So the first thing that I did, I picked a name. Like I knew from the time that I was a little girl that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know exactly how I was going to fall into that. I didn't know, if I was going to be a designer, if I was going to work with vendors, like I had no idea, right? But when you know that you want to start a business, you have to pick a name, okay? I'm so big on making things very personable, making things feel like they're my own. And whenever you create a name for something, it's kind of like you just birthed something, right? So it's like, this is my baby. So I picked a name. I recommend making it personable to you. And when I say personable, that just means, something that you are passionate about. It doesn't have to include your actual name. I decided Crochet by K because I felt like that just rolled off the tongue. And it doesn't have my actual name in it. Like K is just who I am. And that's just who I am, but it's not my actual name. Like I know a lot of people think about like a Kylie Cosmetics or, oh my God, made by Corey or something like that. And I'm like, it doesn't always have to be that, like it doesn't have to be something that includes your actual name. It can be separate. I think that it's really healthy to kind of separate your business from your personal, and that will help you down the line to kind of create balance and find time outside of your business. Like if this is all if this is all you are, I feel like you can get so consumed and so wrapped up in your business, and that's not really what you want to do, because I'm trying to get out of being a workaholic. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find that balance. So I think that not having my full name attached to it kind of does help me, but it still feels very personable because it's like, hey, it's still who I am, but it's not fully my exact name. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense in my head. Shout out to everyone that's following over here. Hey y'all, I'm filming a podcast. We're talking about how to start a crochet business. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Wow. Hi. Thank you for the likes. Okay. So after you pick a name, right? then you have to decide like, okay, what is it that you want to do? I think that people will find one thing that they love and they're like, oh my God, I want to turn this into a business. And that's totally fine. But is that going to be all that you do? Are you going to expand past that? Are you going to add different things? So I recommend finding your niche, decide what kind of products you want to make. I kind of started out doing certain pieces. Like I started out doing crop tops, and I started out doing scarves, and I started out doing hats, not the same hats that I'm wearing today or selling today, because I really just got into this stuff like a year ago. But find your niche. What do you want to make? How do you want to make it? You know, you have to make a firm decision about your supplies. Like, where do you want to get your inventory from? What stores are you going to shop at? What kind of inventory are you going to keep on hand? You know, those are all the type of things that you want to think about. For me, in the very beginning, I was like, okay, I'm going to make my crop tops. I'm going to make blankets. I'm going to make baby stuff. Like, I was just so into like all these different things. I feel like I was just making whatever. I was taking custom orders. I was just stressing myself out, right? Doing way too much. And I think that the way too much came from the customs, because I'm like, the moment that you are allowing people to contact you saying, oh my God, I saw this dress and I want this in crochet, that's when you're putting yourself in a position to spend weeks, maybe even months on one project, because there's no set pattern. You're looking at a piece that was made by a seamstress, right, on a sewing machine, and you're trying to transform that into crochet. You're trying to transform that into crochet with this person that you don't know, that you've never met, that you've never seen in real life at all. And all you're going off of is the measurements. And some people are okay with that. Some people are very comfortable with that. But I feel like I'm the type of person that I need to do a fitting. And a lot of high-end designers are the same way. Like a lot of high fashion designers, they're like, look, we are flying people out to do a fitting. And rightfully so, because why would you put so much time and effort into something for it to not fit the client? Like, especially if it's like a wedding dress or something for like a special occasion, you just never want to be in the situation where it's not going to fit. It's like the worst place to be, actually. I've never been in that place where something just like doesn't fit for a big occasion, but it's like my biggest nightmare. Like, I don't ever want to put myself in that spot. So I was doing these custom orders and really trying to challenge myself and really trying to do things that I had never done before. And I'm like, girl, you know what? You're stressed out, and you don't have to be stressed out if you don't want to be. Like, you can make that choice for yourself. So find your niche, make a decision. What kind of products do you want to make? Where do you want to get your supplies from? How do you want to run your business? Do you want to do stuff that's made to order? Do you want to do stuff that is ready to ship? Do you want to be in a situation where people can contact you for custom orders? Do you want to not do any custom orders? Right now, I'm not doing any custom orders. I don't feel bad about it either. Like, this is just the decision that I made. I don't want to do any customs. I don't want to even make people think that they can get a dress or, you know, a skirt or anything from me, when right now I'm fully focused on my beanies, fully focused on my shag jackets. These are the type of things that you have to think about in the beginning, because you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your time. You want to know how you want to run your business. If you're doing made to order, you're going to be like me. 100+ unfulfilled orders. Everyone is able to just go to the site. Everyone is able to pick their colors. Everyone is able to add to cart and check out. Now, I could turn around and say, I'm only taking X amount of orders this month, right? I could do that. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Like, if you are feeling overwhelmed, or if you think you're going to be overwhelmed, you can say, all right, I think I can make 30 beanies in 1 month. So let me just open up the site for 30 beanies. And that's okay. For me, I'm always up for the challenge. And that's just the type of person that I am. And it sounds so crazy, but I'm always up for the challenge, and my website is fully open right now. So if God's plan is for me to wake up to 1,000 orders, I'm going to lose it. Yes. But also too, it's going to be a learning experience. It's going to be my journey. That's going to be what was meant for me and my journey, because I left my entire website open. You can order as many as you want. And I have all of my, processing times and stuff listed, but it's just like, it's a handmade item. You know that it's made to order, because that's what I'm saying on my website. So if you order 50 of them, you should know that you're not getting them tomorrow. But some people might not have that type of common sense. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. But you have to determine, do you want to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to start a crochet business. I'm going to make bags, and I'm going to make 20 bags, and there's going to be 20 bags in stock for this month. And I'm just going to make content about these 20 bags. Whoever places their order is who places their order. And we're just going to keep promoting these same 20 bags until they sell out. That is totally fine. That is an okay thing to do. Right. And that is something that will allow you to not be so overwhelmed at the end of the day, because what you have in stock is what you have, and that's it. So there's a lot to think about in the very beginning. Also, what if you just want to make patterns? Everyone on TikTok is like, oh my God, do you have a pattern? Oh my God, do you have a pattern? Oh my God, I wish I could crochet. Oh my God, I want to learn how to crochet. Oh my God, I wish I knew how to do this. And I'm like, first of all, let's just have a little conversation. Okay. Let's just have a talk. If you want to learn how to do something, go learn how to do it. Why are you commenting on my video talking about, I want to learn how to crochet? What does that have to do with me? Hello? Oopsies. Oops. I'm just saying, what does that have to do with me? A lot of people comment things that really don't have anything to do with me. And I'm just like, okay, you want to learn how to crochet? Go learn how to do it. You want me to jump in the comments and be like, oh my God, let me teach you. Let me show you all my ways. No, I didn't have that. Nobody was sitting here handing me the information. Okay. I had to go out and get that information for myself. I had to go out and figure out how to do this for myself. I did not have anybody that crocheted in my family. Nobody was speaking about this whenever I wanted to learn how to do it. I got on YouTube and I learned how to do all the basic stitches by myself, watching these videos, running these videos back, watching them again, running them back, watching them again, running them back, watching it again, practicing, failing, practicing again, failing, practicing again, failing. I put in so much time and so much dedication, right? There are certain things that I will share with people on my platform, because it's like, that's why I'm here. I feel like I was put here to inspire other people, to help other people, to motivate other people, right? But it's not like I'm going to hand you every single thing on a silver platter, because it wasn't handed to me. There's certain things that I will share, and there's certain things that I won't share. There's certain things that we can talk about, and there's certain things that we can't talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, at what point are you as a business owner going to put in the work yourself? Okay. Just because you see something that you like doesn't mean, oh my God, I want this person to show me everything that they know for free. I want this person to just give me everything that they have so that I can go and do that same thing. That is just not how life works over here. Okay. So I am just naturally a go-getter. I am naturally that type of person that is really driven and really self-motivated. So anytime that I see something and I want to learn how to do it, I am Googling instantly. Me and my squad are all like that. We see something, we send it to each other. We're like, we're going to figure out how to do this. We're going to figure out how to do this by any means necessary, because we want to get that skill. I just feel like if you wanted it that bad, you would really go out and get it. You would not ask somebody to hand it to you. That's just how I feel. Ooh, I'm slapping the mic. That's just how I feel. And some people will say, well, it's not a problem to ask questions. Like, there's enough money out here for everybody. No, like, I am not going to be that person that is going to fuel your laziness. Like, at the end of the day, you're being lazy. Okay. Because if you have been wanting to do something for so long, if you just want to do this so bad, why are you not on Google researching how to do it? Why are you not doing the things that I was doing damn near 10 years ago when I first started crocheting? Why are you not on YouTube looking up how to crochet? Why are you not on YouTube looking up how do I do X, Y, and Z? That was in 2015. It is 2023 now. We almost in 2024. The amount of information that is out there right now is so different than when I first started. There is so much more information. There are so many more 4K videos where you can actually see what people are doing when they're making something. Like back then you can see, but it's like, okay, if you're working on dark olive, I can't really see all your stitches for real. I can't really see what you're doing for real. If you're not zoomed in, if you don't have great camera quality, I don't really know what you're doing, even if I'm watching a tutorial. You know what I'm saying? So it has been times where I have been researching something. I find a video, I'm trying to follow the video. I can't follow the video because I can't see. But these days we got 4K cameras. We're doing everything in 1080p. We're doing everything in such this HD light. There is so much information out there for y'all on the internet that if you really wanted to learn how to do something, you would be learning how to do it. You wouldn't be over here asking me questions. You wouldn't be over here trying to pressure me into posting a pattern or dropping a pattern or doing whatever. You would be out here putting in the work at the end of the day. And that's not to say that I'm not here to motivate you. I'm not here to inspire you, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to inspire you. I'm here to share my journey. I'm here to, I'm so big on like helping my squad not make the same mistakes that I made. But at the end of the day, if you are lazy, you are never going to survive entrepreneur life. You're never going to survive being a creative, because you might be thinking you're tired in your 9-to-5. Try being an entrepreneur. Try being a content creator. Try not having a supervisor. Try not having a set payment schedule. You are going to be even more tired at the end of the day. So you really have to sit down and decide, is this what you really want? Is this what you want to do? Is this life really meant for you? Look, is this life really meant for you? Is this life really built for you? You're going to have to really sit down and decide what you want to do with your business. How do you want to run your business? Okay. I am the type of person that I like things to be custom. I like things to feel special. I like things that make me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. So I said, I would be doing myself a disservice if I just created inventory off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? If I just created inventory off the top of my head and did not allow my supporters to kind of put their personality into it, pick out colors that they love, pick out colors that are going to match their new outfit that they just bought, I would be doing myself a disservice, because I'm the type of person that likes stuff like that. I want stuff to coordinate with my outfit. I want stuff to make me feel special. I want stuff in my favorite color. I'm very much an aesthetics type of girl. Okay. So everything in my house is on brand. Okay. You come in here, you see all the glass, you see all the mirror, you see all the gray, but then you see all the pops of pink. You see all the pops of purple. You see the things that really represent me as a person. And those are the things that make me so happy at the end of the day. Like I'm excited by little things like that. So I would be doing myself a disservice if I said, oh yeah, I'm about to start a TikTok shop and I'm about to, put up 20 beanies for y'all. They're all black, because black is the #1 seller on my website. So if you don't want black, then too bad. What do I look like? Like, be so serious. Like, I would be missing out on so many orders. I would be just crazy to do something like that. Right. And so that's why I'm like, I'm not making a TikTok shop for Crochet by K, because it's just it just doesn't make sense in my brain at this moment. Why would I do that when I want y'all to be able to see all these color options, all of the opportunities that you can have, every color of the rainbow, right? Like, that's just how I feel personally. So there's just so many things to think about when you're a business owner, and when you're trying to, cater to your target audience. I just think that it's great to be able to have different colorways, to have all these color options, because everybody is so different. Y'all can come on here and pick whatever color y'all want based off of what I have on my website. Now, if you want a color that I don't have on my website, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Because I'm not going outside of what I have on my website. And that's just where I draw the line. Those are my boundaries for my business. So things to think about. All right. The next tip on my list is to make a website. Make a website. And you know what? We're going to cheers to making a website. We're going to take a sip to that. I'm about to come over here and look through my comments. I see y'all talking. What y'all talking about? Hi, everyone. Hello. Exactly. Y'all agreeing with me? People want the easy way out when you had to learn from trial and error. Exactly. Yes, girl. Hey, and hey to anyone joining. If y'all are new here, click that follow button, join the squad. I'm filming a podcast. Y'all have questions, drop them in the chat. Cheers. I'm going to take a sip. Make a website. Can y'all hear me? Make a website. I know y'all can hear me. Make a website. The website needs to be part of the budget. Okay. It need to be part of the budget. If you ask me, that's just my personal opinion. Y'all come here because y'all want to hear me talk, right? Y'all want to hear how I feel. Y'all want to hear what I think. I think you need to have a website. Did I say Etsy? No, that's not what I said. I said, you need to have a website. Okay. Etsy is the easy way out. At the end of the day, it's the easy way out. And you might find yourself paying more money in fees and everything else. It's the easy way out. Make a website. We ain't doing orders in the DMs no more. Okay, we're not doing that. Please, Jesus, we're not doing that. We ain't even doing that. I don't want to have to go back and forth with a potential customer, because if I'm growing my platform, if I'm putting myself out there like how I am right now, almost 15,000 followers on TikTok, I can't go back and forth with 15,000 people. I can't respond to 15,000 people. I can't, spend that much time. So make a website. Really put time and effort into your website and be very transparent and very open with your website. I have so much information on my website because it's readily accessible to you, right? If I didn't have that, there would be a million people in my DMs like, oh my God, well, how long do orders take? Well, oh my God, well, how do I do this? And how do I do that? And what do people think? I don't have time. The moral of the story is I don't have time. I'm running multiple businesses. I have a podcast. I have my social media, my YouTube channel, my TikToks. I have everything. So I don't have time to respond to questions like that. It's a waste of time at the end of the day. Like, just being for real. That's just how I feel about it. It's just a waste of time because you could put that information somewhere where somebody can get that and just get it. Like, it's just easily accessible. They can go and get that just like they can go and Google something. So make a website. Be very intentional about your website. It needs to be part of the budget. And it's really not even a large part of the budget. Like, I'm paying $36 for my website, or including my what is it? My email, maybe like $40 something, whatever, but like monthly, or if you want to pay it yearly, you can save even more money. But I just think that needs to be part of the budget. Create your processing times. If you want to create a crochet business, you really have to think about how long it takes you to make pieces. Everyone is always talking about, oh my God, you work so fast. Oh my God, you work so fast. I'm like, yeah, I crochet quickly, but crocheting is not the only part of the process when it comes to working on orders. You have to make the pieces. You have to weave in the ends. You have to spend time with that piece and make sure it is 1000% ready to go from you to a customer that paid X amount of dollars for it. So I just feel like, okay, yeah, if I can crochet something in 3 hours, that's fine, but that's not the full process. That's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Like, after crocheting it for 3 hours, it's not ready for me to just put in a package and send it. I got to do all the extra steps. And I'm a small business. I still consider myself a small business. So I am constantly making content. Like every order for the most part is getting some type of content, and I have to set time for that as well. That's part of the process. And I feel like if you are my customer, then you need to understand that content is part of the process. And I know a lot of my supporters out there, they want to see their orders packed up. They want to see their orders on camera. They want to see me rave about their orders and everything. And I love that, because that's what I want to do. And I feel like if I don't do that, I'm, again, doing myself a disservice. If I'm making all these cool pieces, what even is the point if I'm not making content for it to then post on my social media, to then show potential customers what the opportunities are for you when you're shopping with me, right? So there's a full timeline for each piece that I make. And I don't think that a lot of people think about that or understand like how long it actually takes just to make the product, get it ready for you, 1000% ready. Then we got to pack it up. Then we got to take it. Then we got to ship it. There's just so many steps to the process. So create a processing time. And this is something that I had no idea what I was doing with, because at the beginning I'm like, hey, confusion. How long is it going to take me to do this? Maybe I can do it in a month. Maybe I can't. Who knows? I had to really do trial and error. A lot of things are going to be trial and error in your business because you don't know what the hell you're doing. If you're doing something new and you don't know what you're doing, you just have to try. There's no other option. You're just gonna have to put yourself out there, try it. If it doesn't work, that's fine. I pride myself in just being so transparent and open and optimistic. It's like, okay, I may not know what I'm doing, but I still want to do it. I may have said 4 weeks, and then I hit the 6-week mark and I still had orders waiting. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, you guys. I thought that I could get this done in 4 weeks, but I really couldn't do it physically. I'm doing physical labor for hours and hours and hours and hours. It's like your body is going to tell you when it's time to stop. Your body's going to tell you when it's time to take a break. Even if you do take a break and you try to come back to it the next day, it's like, damn, I'm still in pain. Maybe I can't work today. Maybe I need to take a week off. Who knows what the case may be. And when you're new and you're just now used to getting all these orders and all this love and all this support, you may not know, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm like, I'm just going with the flow. I don't know. I said 4 weeks at first. It hit 6 weeks. I said, damn, I'm so sorry, but I couldn't do it. This is the first time that I even had to try to do it and I couldn't do it. And that's okay. I'm going to try something else. Maybe it's 6 weeks. Maybe it's 8 weeks. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Okay. But to create a plan is better than to not have a plan. So if you say 4 weeks and you try it, it doesn't work, that's okay. Tweak it. But you need to come up with something in the beginning to let people know kind of like what to expect. It's a handmade thing. It's something, that they're going to have to wait for. And that's okay. Let's talk about social media. Let's talk about creating social media, creating a plan. Because when you're starting a business at this day and age, it's 2023. We're almost in 2024. So I feel like you're going to have some type of social media. At the end of the day, it's like, I'm an entrepreneur. That audio is like, I'm an entrepreneur. So unfortunately, that means I'm a content creator. Yeah. Unfortunately, if you want to start a business and you are not a public figure or an influencer or whatever, you're going to have to use some social media to try to get your business out there, to try to get people to know who you are. And that's okay. But make a plan, create your social media, make a plan. I've done a lot of trial and error, but I have seen the proof in the pudding at this point. And I want to talk about what works. Like for my crochet business specifically, I have kind of always put it on the back burner, came back to it, put it on the back burner, came back to it. And right now it's on the front burner, y'all. It's on the front burner. It's something that I prioritize. And when you prioritize something and you come up with a schedule for something, that is when you're going to see results, right? If I said, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, post content whenever I feel creative or whenever I get that rush. If you're creative, you feel it, when you want to do something new. I would never be where I am today, because it's like, okay, yeah, I'm creative. I get, all of my creativity comes to me at night, like around this time that I'm filming, 12:42 in the morning. Oh my God, we gotta hurry this up. But if I only created during that time, or if I only, put my effort in during that time, I would never be where I am today. You're going to have to create all the time. Essentially, it's like create a schedule, create a plan, something. Because for me, it's like, okay, I started to post on TikTok every day, posted. I started to see some change. I started to see some growth. TikTok is a wild place to be. TikTok is a wild place to be because you just never know. You can wake up and be viral. You just never know. Some people don't even plan for it. It's like I'm prepared. You know what I'm saying? I will cry. I will have all my emotions and everything, but I am prepared for that viral moment because I feel like it's coming, only because I planned it. Right? I am manifesting that actively. So create your social media, make a plan. I have been on TikTok forever for all my businesses. I feel like my lip gloss business was the first TikTok that I made, and I was just like posting whatever, like making lip gloss. But now that I am posting for Crochet by K, it's like, okay, post a TikTok every day. If you don't post a TikTok every day, then have days where you post multiple TikToks and just, constantly be showing that effort and putting in that effort and just that drive. Like you just have to go. Right? If y'all follow me, if y'all seen today, I posted 13 TikToks today. Who do y'all know out here posting 13 TikToks in one day? Y'all let me know in the comments down below, because I would like to know. Who y'all know? My squad in the chat right now. Who y'all know posting 13 TikToks in one day? Tell me something. Tell me, please, because I ain't seen it. I have these days where I am going ham. Like I'm going crazy. I'm full force. I'm packing orders. I'm filming every single order that I pack up. Almost every single order that I'm packing up. But at the same time, I'm physically packing the orders. I'm filming, packing the orders. I'm editing in between. I'm posting in between. It's a lot of work that goes into it. Like, does anybody realize how much work is really going into it? And then let alone my iPhone that doesn't have a lot of storage on it. I have so much unedited content, bro. Ridiculous. I am filming, trying to edit, trying to post, and I don't have that much storage on my phone. So you know what that means? I'm filming one video, packing up an order. I'm running to my phone after that, and I'm editing that content and posting it. And then I'm dumping. It's literally film, edit, post, dump. And imagine doing that 14 times a day to post 14 TikToks in one day. Today has been probably the longest day of my life. I have been up since 5 a.m. And even though I didn't go live with y'all this morning at 6 a.m. like I was supposed to, is because I was up late last night editing my podcast episode that went up today. I was up late last night editing my podcast, and then I went to sleep and I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm not really feeling it. And sometimes you're just not feeling it. I'm like, I'm not about to go on live and try to start people's day off in a positive light if I'm not really feeling it. If I'm feeling super tired, if I'm feeling super drained, I'm not going to do it. Regardless of the schedule, I'm not going to force myself to do it. So I didn't go live this morning, but what I did was I got up, I cleaned my house. I got ready for today. I knew I had to film two podcast episodes. This is my second podcast episode that I'm filming today. And I packed up all those orders today, filmed, packing all those orders, edited, packing all those orders, posted, packing all those orders. Like, am I a robot? Like, I am so passionate about what I'm doing. And I see opportunity in every situation. It's like I could just pack up all my orders and not film it, but why would I do that? Why would I ever do that? Like, why would I not come on my social media and show y'all what I'm working on or what I made or what people are ordering and what I'm packing up? Like, why would I do that? Even though it takes so much more effort, why would I do that in my right mind? You know, it just doesn't make sense. So create your content, post on social media, but make a plan if you can, because when I first started out, it was a lot of trial and error. It was a lot of me not knowing what I wanted to do. And that is kind of how it all starts out. Post the content. Just make content that makes you feel good. Post it. Get on TikTok. Find some small business audios. Post it. You just never know with TikTok. Okay? TikTok is a little crazy. You might wake up and be viral. You just never know. Small business audios. Post good content. Be consistent with your posts. Right? And then for me, what worked for me was going live. Once I hit 1,000 and I started going live, that is what really expedited the process. I feel like my business really kind of took off when I started going live. But at the same time, it's like, think about your content. Think about the type of content that you want to post. And while you should be having fun with it, be very intentional and get yourself into a routine. The people that know me and that follow me, you can kind of expect the kind of content that I'm going to post. Now, every single piece of content might not be the same. I might wake up and decide I want to make something new, and that's okay. But when I'm working on an order, y'all will see me using that same audio, working on an order. I'm working on the go. I'm working on an order. Oh, it doesn't matter. All of the sounds that I use, I'm just using all the same sounds, right? Take over a small business sound. Find a sound that you love. Take over it. Take it over. Whatever is proper. However you say that. Take the small business sounds over. Every time I'm working, it's the same sound. Same sound. I throw in a little bit of the same sounds for different things, but it's kind of like I'm in a routine. When I'm packing up my orders, I'm doing it the same way these days. Like before, when I was first starting out, I was trying to do different angles and doing all these different things. Now it's just like, let's pack up an order for one of my crochet beanies. Boom. This customer order, blah, blah, blah. Let's get it packed up. I've got these sealed in the bag and ready. Shipping label, fragile sticker, thank you sticker, boom. This order is going to blah, blah, blah. I can literally, I'm reading off the script. It's like a script. I'm reading it off to you because I have done it so many times now. And this is what I find that I love. And this is the type of content that I want to share. But it's so much better when you're making content and you sit down and you know exactly what you're making. You know exactly how you're going to film the video. That takes practice. That takes a lot of trial and error. But once you figure it out, be consistent with it. All of my packing videos are the same, you know? The only thing that's different is what people are ordering and what I'm showing y'all, but the format is the same. So every time that I have days like today where I post 13 packing videos, it's so much easier for me to put out that type of content in that type of bulk because I know all the orders are done. I know what kind of video I'm about to sit down and film. I know all the things that I need to grab before I film. I literally have a station. My bag is here. My shipping mailer is here. My business cards are here. My packing slip is here. My shipping label is here. Everything is there. Make it easy for yourself. Once you start to really practice making content and figuring out what you like as a creative and getting into routine, that makes all the difference because now I can just bust the content out because I know exactly what it is that I'm making. You feel me? That I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Hey, y'all. Any questions for me? You and only you and you. Please. That's just how I feel. the last tip that I have on my list is to build a community, and whether that's customers that are just shopping with you, or if that's other handmade artists that are also making items similar to what you're making, it doesn't matter. It could be a mix of both. It could be whatever. I feel like both have been keeping me going, and I appreciate that. Like, I don't ever want to make it seem like, oh my God, I want everybody that's following me to be buying. Like, that's not the point. You know what I'm saying? I want to build a community. I want to get to know people. I want to see the same people supporting me so that I can get to know those people. And I see your profile, or I see your name, and I know exactly who you are. You're part of my squad. You support me. You watch all my videos. You comment, all those things. That is what means the most to me. Build that community. And the way that my community has been growing lately is really crazy to me, because I could have never imagined. So I'm super grateful, and you want to definitely get over the fear of being on social media. Just make the content and post it. Make the content and post it. Don't overthink it. Just make it and post it. If it goes well, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. Don't do it again, or do it again and see if you post at a different time during the day, if it's different. Figure out what works and what doesn't work, and go with that. You know, build that community, reach those people, inspire those people, connect with those people. I feel like if I didn't have my squad right now, where would I be? Where would I be without the people that love me and support me and want to send my stuff to other people, or the people that want to share my business cards with other people? Where would I be without that? Nowhere. All right, great. Perfect. Great talk. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you so much. Y'all are amazing. My squad's really not asking any questions. I don't see any questions. I'm going to empty the glass. How long have I been talking? It is 1:00 in the morning. It's your hobby. It's okay to have a hobby. It's okay to have hobbies. Oh my God, please have hobbies. Don't feel like you have to turn every hobby into a business. I'm so happy you said that. Do you crochet full time? These are just questions from the squad, and then we're going to end this. Crochet full time? Yes, because I am running my businesses full time. I'm doing my content full time. I don't have a job. I don't have a 9-to-5. I don't have anything. I'm doing all this full time. So yes, to answer your question. Cheers to that. I got to shout out my squad for staying up to do this with me, knowing they have to work in the morning. And I don't. I do, but I don't have to, go anywhere. Any more questions, or are we done with the pod? I feel like I can talk about this all day. We'll have to do a part 2. Keep going. Exactly. Don't stop. Don't give up. Believe in yourself and keep going. That's the moral of the story. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have to put the work in. Stop being fucking lazy. Excuse my French, or not excuse my French. Stop being fucking lazy. Okay? Stop asking for handouts. Stop asking people so many questions, and take it upon yourself to go and find the answer yourself. Because why would you sit around and wait for somebody else to answer you? Like, just go get the information yourself. If you really wanted it, you would just go get it yourself. And that's just how I feel about the situation. I love y'all. I do. I love y'all so much. Yes, what you said. Exactly. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so grateful. We'll have to talk more about, business and just how things are going. And I feel like it's an ongoing conversation. For me, I started out not knowing what the hell I was doing, and now I kind of have a little routine. So as time goes on, I learn more, I become wiser, and that's just the beauty of it all. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you're following me on TikTok. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Wow, what episode is this? 56. Yeah, we remembered the episode. We remembered. Shout out to my pod squad that has been helping me film all these episodes for y'all. My squad is amazing. Again, I love them. I'll see y'all. I will see y'all. Oh, I'ma see y'all with somebody in this chair right here. I'm gonna see y'all in episode 57. Bye. I'm screaming actually.